Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time again for our daily Major League Baseball predictions. What we're going to do today is we're going to break down every single baseball matchup we have coming up for Monday, August 18th. There is 14 games in total, including a pair of doubleheaders. You know how I feel about doubleheaders. Things can get a little crazy. We're going to break down all the matchups, look at the pitching, the hitting, and try to predict the outcome for every single game. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, if you're a sports fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And by all means, guys, drop a comment below. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let us know, and I will respond to every single comment. Let me know what your predictions are for today. And if you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. We go over every game, every single day, this entire baseball season. And we also have football season just around the corner. We do predictions and best bets for college football and the NFL as well. Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's start running through these matchups. We have some good series kicking off today. Our very first game is, of course, game one of our doubleheader on MLB Network at 2:20 p.m. We're going to have the 78-45 Milwaukee Brewers. Let's just call it what it is. This is the best team in baseball currently right now, the hottest team in baseball also. They're on the road versus the 70-53 Chicago Cubs. This is an NL Central versus NL Central matchup. The Brewers first place in the Central, the Cubs second place in the Central. Chicago has a 50.3% chance to win. The Brewers a 49.7%. Wrigley, very difficult place to play for the road team. The Cubs, they're home. They're 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Chicago would love to beat the Brewers here, try to make up some ground in the Central. Milwaukee's plus 105. Chicago's minus 125. The over under is going to be 8.5. The Brewers, hot. They're good at every single statistical category. 5.2 runs per game, 259 batting average, 132 home runs, 135 steals is top three in baseball, giving up 3.59 runs a game. Good starting pitching, good bullpen. The Cubs, 5.0 runs per game, 251 average, 170 home runs, that's top five. 131 steals, that's top five, giving up 3.82 runs a game. Two solid pitching staffs, two great balanced offenses. On the mound for the Cubs, Cade Horton, 7-3 record, 3.07 ERA, 85 innings, 67 strikeouts. Going up against Freddie Peralta, one of those foundational pitchers for the Brewers, having a great season, and he has back-to-back 200 strikeout seasons, on pace for number 3 right now. 14-5 record, a 2.9 ERA, 136.2 innings, 148 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Brewers to continue to stay hot. Give me Milwaukee winning, going at the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under here. Then on MLB Network, Game 2 at 6:40 p.m., the 69-55 Houston Astros, first place in the OS, just barely holding on to that spot. The Mariners are on their heels. They'll be on the road versus the 73-53 Detroit Tigers. First place in the AL Central, one of our rare first place versus first place matches. Both of these teams right now bound for the playoffs. The Tigers a 58.9% chance to win. The Astros a 41.1% chance. Tigers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Houston's plus 125. Detroit minus 150. The Astros are averaging 4.3 runs per game, 255 average, 136 home runs, 61 steals, and a 3.84 runs a game. The Astros always have good pitching, veteran, experienced ball club. The Tigers, 4.8 runs a game, 249 average, 159 home runs, a lot of power, 54 steals, and a 3.83 runs a game. These teams are very identical statistical. You have Spencer Arrighetti on the mound for the Astros, 1-3 record, 6.38 ERA, 18.1 innings, 16 strikeouts, very small sample size, 11 walks in 18 innings, though got to get more control. Going up against Jake Flaherty, not having the best start of his career 3.8 ERA this season, 6-12 record, 4.76 ERA. He's got to get that number down. He will turn it around at some point. 124.2 innings, 153 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher, but he's also given up 20 home runs. Very susceptible to the long ball, but the Tigers, they're at home. Give me Detroit to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. In this next game, a very, very competitive matchup at 6:40 p.m. The 61-64 St. Louis Cardinals started out the season hot, then got ice cold. They were working their way back out, a couple games over 500, but the last 2 weeks they've fallen back down, 3 games under 500 right now on the road versus the 59-65 Miami Marlins. You can say the same thing about them. They were the hottest team in baseball a month ago. They've been cold right now, but they showed you what they're capable of when they have momentum. Miami, 53% chance to win. St. Louis, a 47% chance. The Marlins are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Miami minus 135, St. Louis plus 115. The Cardinals, veteran squad, 4.3 runs per game, 249 average, 119 home runs, 72 steals, and a 4.24 runs a game. It's been the pitching that's let them down the last couple weeks. The Marlins, 4.3 runs a game, .252 average, 122 home runs, 100 stolen bases, giving up 4.54 runs a game. That might seem high, but just a couple weeks ago, it was in the fives, so they are pitching a lot better. Matthew Liberatore going for St. Louis, 6-10 record, 4.08 ERA, 117 innings, 88 strikeouts. Going up against Yuri Perez, what a season for him. The Miami pitcher's pitching pretty decent the last couple weeks, 5-3 record, 3.58 ERA, 60.1 innings, 60 strikeouts, only 7 home runs given up. Give me the Marlins to squeak away with this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. Then at 6:40 p.m., a very good pitching matchup. The 73-52 Toronto Blue Jays, first place in the competitive AL East. The offense leading the way. They have some room to make up pitching-wise, but this team can score a lot of runs. The offense, the home runs have been coming the last 2 months. They're on the road versus the 52-73 Pittsburgh Pirates. Season got away from Pittsburgh really quick. The offense very sluggish, bottom 3 overall in baseball, last place in total home runs. Good pitching, though. They just need some run support. Pittsburgh, 54.6% chance to win. Toronto, a 45.4% chance to win. The Blue Jays are 1.5 run favorites, 6.5 over-under. Toronto is even. Pittsburgh, -120. The Blue Jays are averaging 4.9 runs per game, .269 batting average. That is the number 1 batting average in baseball. 148 home runs, 57 steals, and 4.25 runs a game. The Pirates, 3.5 runs per game. .232 average, 88 home runs, 94 steals, very aggressive on the bases, giving up 4.03 runs a game. They need more power. They have to find ways to generate runs. Kevin Gausman on the mound for the Blue Jays, 8-9 record, 3.79 ERA, 142.2 innings, 138 strikeouts. He's given up 19 home runs, going up against the best, I said the best young pitcher in baseball, Paul Skeens, 7-9 record, a 2.13 ERA, and he only has 7 wins right now. That is a travesty. For the love of God, score some runs for this guy. 148 innings, 166 strikeouts. He's only given up 9 home runs in like 23 starts right now. That is elite, solid overall numbers. But I just cannot trust the Pirates offense here. Give me the Blue Jays to win this one, but win it by 1. Blue Jays win, going with the +1.5, and I'm just ever so slightly going to go with the over. It's going to be close. And another really good pitching matchup. We are blessed today at 6:45 p.m. on MLB Network. We have a lot of really good, first, second place teams facing off versus one another. We have the 68-57 Seattle Mariners, second place in the LS, just barely behind the Astros on the road versus the 71-53 Philadelphia Phillies, first place in the NL East. Philadelphia, veteran lineup here. A lot of injuries starting to rack up for the pitching. I've said it many times. They have the deepest starting rotation in baseball when they're fully healthy, but they're far from that right now. Philadelphia, 54.6% chance to win. Seattle, a 45.4% chance. The Mariners, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. Seattle's -105. Philadelphia, -115. So Vegas is letting you know either one of these teams has a very solid chance to win this game. The Mariners, 4.6 runs per game. .243 average, 175 home runs, that's top 5. 130 steals, that's top 5. And they're only giving up 3.82 runs a game. What a balanced team, though. Philadelphia, 4.6 runs a game. .253 average, 147 home runs, 100 steals, and 3.75 runs per game. Logan Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners. He is definitely a strikeout pitcher, having a great season. Small sample size, but it's been good. 3-4 record. 3.31 ERA, 89.2 innings, 124 strikeouts. He's lining them up, striking them out. But you have to remember, Philadelphia, one of the best contact teams in baseball, the highest walk ratio in baseball. They are patient. Ranger Suarez going 8-6 record, 3.28 ERA, 112.1 innings, 101 strikeouts, only 9 home runs. This is a really good pitching matchup. These guys practically cancel one another out. The lineups are good. The pitching is good. The bullpens are good. It could go either way. It is a 50-50 pick'em game to me. But give me the Phillies at home. Give me the +1.5. And I'm going to go with the under, low scoring game. And at 7:10 p.m., what about this game, AL East versus AL East matchup? The 57-67 Baltimore Orioles, they have some pretty bad overall pitching. Younger squad, though they hit a lot of home runs. They're on the road, Fenway Park, very difficult for the road team to play there. The Red Sox, 68-57, they have been raking it the last 2 months. They have power, speed, pitching really well. Second place in the AL East. The Red Sox, a 55.3% chance to win. The Orioles, a 44.7% chance. Boston's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. The Orioles are even. Boston's -120. Right now, Baltimore, 4.3 runs per game, .240 average, 150 home runs, a lot of power, 84 steals, and 4.69 runs a game. The Red Sox, 5.0 runs per game, .253 average, 151 home runs, 108 steals, giving up 3.74 runs a game. For Boston, Dustin May is going to be on the mound. He's been up and down, but when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. 7-8 record, 4.67 ERA, 113.2 innings, 109 strikeouts. He's also given up 16 home runs, a little susceptible to the long ball. Going up against Trevor Rogers. Trevor Rogers, what a season for him. Coming out of nowhere, 5-2 record, 1.43 ERA, 69.1 innings, 60 strikeouts, only 2 home runs given up in 69 innings. That is elite control. That's what I want to see on the road at Fenway Park. But can his team maintain any type of lead for him from that bullpen, which is highly questionable? I'm going to go a little out on a ledge here, guys. Give me the Orioles pulling off the upset. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And at 7:15 p.m., the 44-80 Chicago White Sox. I know, it's a very bad record. Do not underestimate Chicago here. A lot of very close one-run losses. You got to take this team serious. They're on the road versus the 56-68 Atlanta Braves. The biggest mystery of the 2025 season is what the heck happened to the Atlanta Braves. They have not been playing up to their talent level. Atlanta, 65.1% chance to win. Chicago, a 34.9% chance to win. The Braves, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Chicago's plus 165. Atlanta, minus 200. The White Sox are averaging 3.8 runs per game, 229 average. They got to get that average up. 120 home runs, 74 steals, and a 4.14 runs a game. The Braves, 4.3 runs per game, 243 average, 138 home runs, 61 steals, and a 4.22 runs a game. There's a lot of talent on this team. They just got to figure out a way to be a lot more consistent and get everyone playing together as a team at the same time. You have Gomez going right now for Chicago, 2-1 record, 5.56 ERA, 22.2 innings, 20 strikeouts, 14 walks, 21 hits, putting a lot of bodies on base. Spencer Strider, when he's on, one of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball. He's been a little banged up this season, and he's been off the entire year since he's been back. 5-10 record, 4.69 ERA, 86.1 innings, 100 strikeouts. But I'm riding with Strider today. Give me the Braves winning this one, getting a W, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And another very difficult game to call, another very close pitching matchup, 7:40 p.m. The 62-63 Texas Rangers, the offense playing a lot better right now. They still have the number 1 overall pitching staff in baseball, not in the American League, in all of the majors. This team can pitch. They just need more consistency from the offense. They're only now starting to swing some hot bats. They're on the road versus the 63-61 Kansas City Royals. An awful offense, but they also one of the best overall pitching staffs in baseball. Both of these teams, playoff caliber pitching, not so much when it comes to the lineup. KC, 58.3% chance to win. Texas, a 41.7% chance to win. The Royals are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Texas, plus 115. Kansas City, minus 135. The Rangers are averaging 4.1 runs per game, which it used to be 3.3, so it is much better. 232 average, 132 home runs, 108 steals, and a 3.44 runs a game. The Royals, 3.8 runs per game, 246 average, 113 home runs, 97 steals, and 3.6 runs a game. Jack Leiter on the mound for the Rangers. He's been a little banged up this season, but since he's been back, he's been pitching really good. 7-6 record, a 3.94 ERA, 105 innings. He has 96 strikeouts. Going up against Michael Wacha, extremely consistent pitcher. He's been around for a while. Career 3.8 ERA, even better this season. 7-9 record, 3.35 ERA, 137 innings, 101 strikeouts. He is eating up innings, keeping the bodies off base. Give me KC winning this one, covering the spread, and I will go with the under. And our next game is game 2 of our doubleheader. I make it no secret, guys, I hate doubleheader matchups. They're very hard to call. Whatever happens game 1, usually the complete opposite happens game 2. Just don't forget that if you score 15 runs in game 1, you're probably getting shut out game 2. It's just the way it always works. And what happens with the bullpens, we don't know the variables here. If you use your entire bullpen game 1, you will obviously be depleted game 2. There's so many unknowns, and I do hate that, but it is what it is. 8:05 p.m., the 78-45 Milwaukee Brewers versus the 70-53 Chicago Cubs. Brewers, number 1 in the NL Central. The Cubs, number 2 in the NL Central. We already went over the team stats. There's no reason to discuss that. Right now, the Brewers, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Chicago's coming into this game, minus 120, and the Brewers are plus 102. But we do not have any starting pitchers announced for either of these teams right now. We are completely going into this game blind. I hate that. I hate doubleheaders, but we have to choose. So I'm going with the Brewers. The Brewers, to me, in my personal opinion, have the better overall bullpen going into the game blind. I'm going to trust the team with the better bullpen. Give me Milwaukee to win this one, to cover the spread, and I will go with the over here. And at 8:40 p.m., the 71-53 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NLS. What a series versus the Padres. Give this team some props. A lot of injuries. Not playing the best baseball the last, 1 to 2 months. They were able to pull it out of their hat. Had a great series this past weekend. They're on the road versus the 35-89 Colorado Rockies, or as we like to call them, the worst team in baseball. The Rockies right now 25% chance to win this game. The Dodgers a 75% chance on the road. LA 2.5 run favorites, 10.5 over under. The Dodgers minus 275 heavy favorites here. The Rockies plus 225. Right now, LA 5.2 runs per game, 253 average, 185 home runs. It's number 2 in baseball, only trailing the Yankees. 75 steals and 4.12 runs a game, which isn't bad considering the amount of injuries they've had to their pitching staff. Colorado 3.8 runs a game, 239 batting average, 128 home runs, solid power. 66 steals and 5.99 runs a game, which is actually lower than where it was last week, where it was 6.03. But nonetheless, it is still the worst overall pitching in baseball. Kyle Freeland going for Colorado, 3-12 record, a 5.18 ERA, 116.1 innings, 80 strikeouts. Going up against the Dodgers ace Yamamoto, 10-8 record, 2.84 ERA, 126.2 innings, 145 strikeouts. When he is pitching, very hard to hit. The Rockies not the best contact team. Give me LA winning this one, covering the spread with that over there, with that over under 10.5. I was very tempted to go with the under, but ultimately I decided that I'm going with the over. Why not, guys? Give me the over on this game. And on Fox Sports 1 at 9:38 p.m., the 65-60 Cincinnati Reds, very consistent, very reliable team. Same performance week in and week out this entire season. On the road versus the 60-64 Los Angeles Angels. They don't pitch well. What they do, they hit a ton of home runs. If you don't have good control, they're going to knock it out of the park. The Angels, 49.5% chance to win. Cincinnati, a 50.5% chance to win. Guys, that is practically a 50-50 split right down the middle. Right now, you have the Reds 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Cincinnati minus 110. The Angels minus 110. So again, Vegas is letting you know both teams have a shot. The Reds are averaging 4.6 runs a game, 247 batting average, 125 home runs, 87 steals, and a 3.82 runs per game. The Angels 4.4 runs per game, 233 average, 176 home runs. That is top 5 in the major leagues. 60 steals and a 4.7 runs a game. You have Victor Medeiros on the mound for the Angels. 0-0 record, a 5.63 ERA, but a very small sample size. 8 innings, 7 strikeouts, 7 walks in 7 innings. That's not a good sign. Small sample size, but not a good sign. Brady Singer going for the Reds, 10-9 record, 4.31 ERA, 125.1 innings, 119 strikeouts. He has 48 walks here. A lot of walks. 116 hits, putting bodies on base. Do not flirt with disaster versus this power-hitting Angels team. I personally, this is one of the games I do not want to go anywhere near it because it is truly a pick-em matchup to me. But give me the Reds to win this one, to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. Very close game. Our second to last game at 9:40 p.m., the 63-60 Cleveland Guardians. They were well under 500. This team has been playing really good baseball the last 3 weeks. Fought their game to 500. Now they're 3 games over 500. Give them some respect. On the road versus the 60-65 Arizona Diamondbacks. They lost some of their best pieces, but still overall, you have to take this offense serious. They can score a lot of runs. Arizona, 53.3% chance to win. The Guardians, a 46.7% chance. Cleveland on the road, 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Cleveland is even. Arizona minus 120. The Guardians 4.0 runs a game. The offense starting to score some runs now. 228 average, 129 home runs, 98 steals, and 3.88 runs a game. The Diamondbacks 4.9 runs per game. 251 average, 176 home runs. Also a top 5 homer hitting team. 90 steals and 4.58 runs a game. Gavin Williams going for Cleveland. Having a really good season. 7-4 record. 3.38 ERA, 128 innings, 127 strikeouts. Very reliable pitcher. 67 walks, though. That is a lot of walks. That's a walk every other inning. And for the Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen, the worst start of his career. These are some bad numbers. He's much better than this. He has just not had it this year. 9-12 record, a 5.31 ERA. He's much better than that. 144 innings, 131 strikeouts. He's given up 24 home runs, 52 walks, 143 hits. He's been all over the place this season, but for some reason, my gut is telling me he might get the win today. Give me the Diamondbacks to win this one. I'm going to go with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And when I saw these lines, I actually had to scratch my head on our final game at 9:40 p.m. The 60-64 San Francisco Giants, not known for their offense, but they are known for their really good pitching staff. They're on the road versus the 69-55 San Diego Padres. They want to forget that series versus the Dodgers. They want to get things back on track. San Diego, 50.2% chance to win. San Francisco, a 49.8. That is a very, very close fan split down the middle. The Padres, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. The Giants are plus 120. The Padres, minus 145. San Francisco right now, 4.1 runs per game. 233 average, 116 home runs, 56 steals, and 3.7 runs a game. Good starting rotation, good bullpen. Padres, 4.2 runs per game. Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., that's the keys of the offense. 252 average, 105 home runs, 83 steals, and 3.57 runs a game. The Padres, they have good starting pitching, but this bullpen is so elite. That's what separates them from the pack, from the rest of the majors. But the Padres are trotting out Nestor Cortez on the mound. 1-1 record, 5.71 ERA. This team can pitch. He has not been pitching well. 17.1 innings, 17 strikeouts. He's given up 6 home runs in 17 innings. That is god-awful, but thankfully, the Giants are not a power-hitting home run team. San Francisco is going to bring out Robbie Ray, 9-6 record, a 2.98 ERA, 148 innings, 152 strikeouts. That's the numbers that I want to see. Give me San Francisco pulling off the upset, the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. Guys, that's our breakdown, our predictions, our picks, our best bets for every single matchup we have coming up for Monday, August 18th. And make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your predictions today? Let us know in the comment section, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there. And of course, as always, thank you guys for watching.